hopefully I've figured everything out now. And while we're gonna quickly put the track map on so I can see who's coming across the line to start a lap. But already on a lap is Hammer here. So I think he is one of the first, if not the first. I think there is a Williams in front of him who's on a. I think it's no. The light blue, is it Amy? No, it's not. Well, Carlo, that is definitely a Williams. I can't find it there. Yes, double. He's on a lap. I think he's the first one to come out, so he will set the first time. Going around the last corner now. I think he takes a chunk of curb, but he finally comes across the line to set a 1:28.9 for the first one. And then Hammer, I think, is coming across the line with his teammate behind him. Hammer goes faster with a 28.4, and then his teammate goes faster with a 1:28.3. And also Barry, the Division 5 driver joining us here, Division 6, gets a 28.4, just a bit, about half a tenth slower than Hammer. I think he's going again. Next car to cross the line is Gold here, driving in Division 6 for the first time. Goes fastest from the 1:27.9. And next across the line is the Amy here to set a 1:29.4. And then the next car to come across the track is Infamous. I think he was a bit slow on that lap, with Finn getting a huge slipstream right now from Infamous. Tragically Ghost is also across the line while I was talking. And so did Finn, I think. Tragic set a time of 1:28.3, and Finn set a time of 1:28.6. Funk's also across the line with the one. Must have just had a quite slip or something, but I think he's obviously going to go again. Another car across the line is a Double, who's 4/10 off his time, so I'll move him up to P3, 1:28.3. And then Ferrari, I think this is Luca coming across the line now. No, it's not, it's a different Ferrari. Barry, yeah, pits. I think so, Hammer, assuming, yeah. And his teammate will also pit, I'd assume. Nope, so has to go. I think he's just gonna. I think that was his banker lap, the one before. So now he's on a hot lap. I guess we can watch it. I still don't want to just watch everyone cross the line. I might as well get a few shots of the track. Loses the rear a little bit on the first turn after clipping the curb. It's fine. Uses all the track on the left hand side. Hits the apex perfectly. Gets in the power very well. Is 25 thousandths slower. Ooh, a late apex there into the hairpin. Coming up to the other hairpin here now. Oh, missing the apex by quite a bit. He might invalidate when he comes back on the track. No, he hasn't. Luca goes faster by 9/10 there with 1:27.026. I think that'll be a very tough time to beat. The only people I'm saying might beat that is Hoff here. Also looking as Bang. I'm just gonna call him Bang. Bang here, very also racing for Red Bull in the. Oh, that's an invalidation. Oh, unfortunately on the last turn there, but decides to pit. Would have been 5/10 off on his time, so it would have put him P2, I'm pretty sure. We know he can go faster, and BB Boldy, I think, coming across the line now. Yep, to start his lap. And also another one that started the lap was Hoffer. He's on a hot lap, so we'll watch him. 2-time, I think 3-time podium sitter, has sat on the podium every time, but unfortunately spins, manages to lock the brakes and keep out of the wall. Some damage, but luckily no DNF, which is brilliant there. So then another car coming in. Who else should we watch? Who's on the lap? BB Boldy here. Keeps it nice inside track limits. few comments on double has a guaranteed top 3 finish. Hey, I had to look pretty fast in the past races I've commentated, and so is Amy, looking for some improvement. Currently sat last with a 129.4, but only has to gain around 2/10 to get Charlie here. Then as BB Baldy now comes up to the quite difficult section where you can lose the rear end. Oh, misses the apex, doesn't brake quite enough or turn in enough. Misses the apex by quite a bit here. I think this is going to put him around P10, I'm thinking. P12, somewhere around there. It takes a lot of curve on the inside. And he sets a 128.9, so that puts him 12. Anyone else on a hot lap? Hammer here, it's on a hot lap. Just started it. Aston Martin crossing the line. No, not Aston Martin, I mean, that's Gold starting a lap, yep. So we'll see if he can get the 9/10 needed to try to beat Luca here. It's going to be a challenge for anyone. Finn currently in the way. It moves out the way nicely. Then and he's 2/10 slower there in the first. Doesn't look too good. Maybe that was a very fast time from Gold. Don't know if he's going to improve here. As his yellow flag 6-1 as both Mercs pass Fury here, but I think Tragic is backed out. Oh no, he's not on a lap. Nor is the other Aston Martin. Just warming the tyres here. As Hammer's coming down the back straight here, 2/10 off on his time. That will put him around, depending on this last corner, can put him third here. And he crosses the line to set a 128.2, so it does put him third. 2/10 off Gold, and obviously about a second, 1.2 seconds off. And BB Baldy goes third there. Other 128.1, very fast from him. And then a Ferrari crossing the line. I think that was Groberry, 128.4, just to start his lap. Haas also coming across the line to start his lap. No, Jim Smith put in a solid 128.6, but he's looking to improve on this. Finishing the top 5, I'm pretty sure, in Division 5 on Tuesday. And then behind, that's an McLaren off, sorry. With Charlie stationary on the track. He was up by 4/10 in the first sector apparently. Just a bit unfortunate there. Back onto G Infamous here as he's 1/10 off on his time at the moment. 1.5. Also Bellamy giving the rest a head start. I have seen it in the past couple races. What a guy. No, but there is big improvements from when Monaco, because I remember seeing Monaco wasn't too good of a race for them. As now I think we'll start going across the line is the Ferrari of Lucas going to go across the line again. It doesn't go faster. Aston Martin of Hoff, I think, is coming across the line on an out lap. So his lap didn't work for him this first one, so now he's going to have to set a lap now. Going into the pits, I think that is. Yeah. Barry now to cross the line. What can he put? 128.3 puts him 6th. Haas crosses the line to go second. G Infamous there. 8/10 off Luca, and there we go. Gold goes within striking distance, and within striking distance is 4/10. So still time to be made on Luca here. There. We'll see where Luca's time is gained here. So that's his sector times. And it seems sector 2 he gains 3/10. So yeah, it looks like it just all the time is gained in sector 2. Lucas must have some good exits out of all the corners in sector 2. Keeps it flat. Probably less downforce, I'm assuming. Goes faster, obviously. Who else is on our lap here? That's Red Bull coming across the line. Oh, goes 4th, Beng does. 127.9. And Bellamy moves above Charlie there. Knew that he could get that 2/10 there. as Banks seems to be going on another hot lap. The two Williams letting each other pass. That is... no, not that, say. Where's the other Williams? But I'm 2 tenths up on their time at the moment. As Hoff goes third. I didn't watch his lap, unfortunately. He goes third. Still, couple seconds off, couple seconds, 6 tenths off thingy. G Infamous goes faster and goes 3 tenths off Luca, 1 tenth off Gold. Yeah. This now is an Aston Martin. I mean, Alfa Romeo. I keep getting Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo mixed up. Should be better than this, as now Ben coming around the penultimate corner. Oh, about 2 tenths off on his time. I'll put him. Oh, he's gonna have to get another 10th to go above Hoff here. Can he get in this last corner? Got on the power decently well. Didn't see anything there. Where will he put himself? Goes faster, but not fast enough to gain any places. But he's only 1/10 off Hoff now. Yellow flag in second to rest. Mercedes of tragic off the track. His teammate's gonna pass now. Alexander here on 50.7. It's gonna 9 seconds off his time. But still seems like quite a slow time. So with 5 minutes left, or 4.5 minutes left, you've got Luca leading on provisional pole, and who's on an outlap now, and G Infamous, who is assuming on a hot lap, yeah, comes into bits, and then Gold P3, Hoff's P4, Banks P5, Dark Nobbert, and I'm assuming I didn't see any Nobbert's laps there, or as he catches it before spinning. BB Boldy P7 with a 128.1. Good to see him in the top 10. Was expecting a little bit faster from Hammer, but he is on the mediums at the moment. Can he go fast on the mediums? That is the question. As his teammate now coming across the line, 3 seconds, so he'll be going into the pits to try and do another lap if he's got the time. Anyone on a starting a flying lap? Obviously, it's Hammer. Is anyone coming across the line soon? On the clock. So as we switch to Finn, and he's in a wall upside down. That was a hard hit into the wall after losing it coming into the first hairpin. I think we'll see Hammer, and we might be able to see that car in the far left wall if we have some eagle eyes. As he turns here, can we see the car? We can. Flipped over there in the barriers. Unfortunately for him, that's his qualifying out. Set with a 128.6 now, locked in. A lot of cars coming out now for their hot lap. As Hammer goes off quite a bit. I think that's his lap done now, unfortunately. Double goes back 14,000 up on his time in the first sector. Go Berry coming across the line to start a lap. BB Boldy 7 tenths off on his time apparently. I'm just trying to look for Lucas on a hot lap actually, I'm pretty sure. We'll watch him. Yes, Gold's also on a hot lap, so that'll see. We'll see if Luca can improve. Corner did look a little bit slow compared to his first one. Double retires, spinning out of the last corners. Car sliding there for Luke. I didn't get to see how far, if he was off on his time. As McLaren crosses the line, stays where they are. I'm assuming that's Charlie. Takes a bit of curb there, and they turn 10. As Aston Martin's going to cross the line now, see if the leaderboard changes. Nope. Haas crosses the line. I think the only Haas in the session today is G Infamous, as he fully goes to start a lap. A lot of people on laps now. Another, is that Stevie Baldy coming across the line now? We'll have to see if he improves. Let's go Barry behind Luca. Can really Luca go faster is the question. I guess I'm really early out of that corner. 1:27.002, so close to getting a 1:26. Roberi goes up to P6 with 1:27.8. Goal across the line to move, go 2 tenths within, but that's his time over now. Pushes GM down to P3. GM is now on a lap to try to fight back. It needs around 1.5 tenths. Hoff also on a lap, just in front of Infamous here, he needs 3 tenths to get in top 3 at the moment. Also Mercedes behind them of Tragic, who's down on his time unfortunately there. First on the cross line would be Hoff, then Infamous. Where's he gonna put his car? 121 per second. Infamous now gonna cross the line. Goes just slower than Hoff. Third place pushes Yuri down to P4. That was a great lap from Yuri. Charlie moves into P5 there, pushing Banks down P7. Tragic doesn't improve. Goberi's been pushed down as he spins up on his time. Unfortunately, won't be able to go again. BB Boldy's now going to cross the line. Goes 6th fastest with 1:27.6, and that's qualifying over. Actually, is Reluca on a lap? No, he's not. That's pole position for Relay Luca here. And Hoff managed to get a 2nd place. Isn't pole, but is 1.5 tenths off Luca. That is a super speedy time from Luca. I was right on the money with my prediction of a 1:27.0. Great time. And there's quite a big, seems to be a 2.5, around 3 tenths gap between Charlie and Gold. Good to see Charlie get his time though. Was running in the low 1:28s and then bangs himself up to P5 above BB Boldy and Bengasit. But I'm surprised to see Grosberry P9 there. Obviously he did spin at the last corner. I don't know how much he was up by, but I was expecting him to be top 5, but he just doesn't seem to be. It is indeed a very, very, very good lap from Luca here. He's in the pits, but I don't know what it is. I think we just will wait. There we go. Qualifiers finished. On pole, top 3, Relay Luca. Hoff, who set a mega lap there, the last second to push GFMS down to 3rd. And GFMS starts from 3rd. That was great from Luca. Showing his rivals a W there for being fastest on track. Great from him. And the minor wasn't actually right with my time. It was a 1:26.9 I said it would be. So I was 0.02 off that time, unfortunately. So now we have a quick 30-second break plus formation lap here to let the drivers pick their setups and their strategies. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick drink. Also on at the same time as this Division 6 race is the Division 3 race, where I'm getting word that no judge, no problem running P4 at the moment. Division 5 driver in Division 3, putting out all the stops this season. Great drive from him. If you get a chance to tune into any Division 2, Division 3, or I think even Division 4, no, not Division 4 drives, and well, no, he participates in Division 5, Division 2 and Division 3, so you get a chance to watch any of those, obviously after this one. Fantastic driver. And also my teammate, so great to see any races that he's in. Currently putting out all the stops this season, as I'm going to run down the grid now, going from 1 to 16 here. Obviously first with that mega pole lap right at the start is Luca, who was, if no one else set any of those times, would have going to look clear of the field. About 9 tenths it was, but then everyone did start to improve. As I think we're going to get details of position changes, just so you can see. Telemetry we're going to put on, and then we're going to get rid of that. So, Luca lines up on pole. Jeans Hoff in second. This is his third time pretty sure starting inside the top 3. G Infamous, the reserve driver here, P3. Gold, P4. He's looking mega speedy in his first time in Division 6. Charlie having a great qualifying, P5 here. BB Boldy also having a great qualifying, P6. Bengus behind Boldy here, P7. Tragic here, P8. Goberi, unfortunate qualifying for him, P9. Dark here is just P10. So I'll start on everyone in front of him. We start on the same tyres they qualified on. Hammer seems to be starting on the softs. Unfortunate qualifying for him as well. He goes 11th. Funk on the softs as well, going P12th. Double on the mediums in P13. And the only one going in the alternative strategy, Finn P14, Bellamy P15, and Alexander rounds out the top, being 16th. So we jump to the start. 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go here in Bahrain, Division 6. Beaver Body gets a great start, looks like. Some movement in the field, a lot of movement in the field there as they're going almost 4 wide into a corner. Hoffs the grey start in front before the corner from Luca. Side by side. Gold side by side with Infamous now. Charlie's stayed P5. Bengus made up a place of Trigger. BB Boldy's falling 4th. 4 positions lost. And looks like Hammer's spun at the second turn. Hopefully there's no damage for him. As Hoff still leads. G Infamous is 3rd. Gold still 4th. Bengus has made up 2 places on their start. Charlie's lost 1. Tradix up by 1. Dark's made up 2. BB Boldy's lost 3 and is losing. Alexander's made up 6, billion from him. As we're going to jump down the field, I think side by side go Barry, and there's this virtual safety car for, I don't know who. I think it must have been a slow moving Finn, maybe. No wing for BB Boldy, who was dropping places. No wing for Finn either, so they'll both want the safety car to this virtual safety car to last as long as possible. So that puts a stop to the antics, as it was side by side with Double and Alexander at one point in that. But a great start from Hoff puts him P1 at the moment, and Luca has everything to do now. Virtual safety car still out. Hammer, who unfortunately got spun, also on the medium tyres. Looks like he has no wing damage, so he's gonna just sit behind the broken wing of Finn. As Gold pits, I think probably has damage. We're gonna have a look at the safety car still out, so we can watch this quickly. Does he have wing damage, or is he pitting onto a set of tyres? Seems good. Early pit stop for the mediums here. Let's see if we can make this work. Also pitting BB Boldy, Hammer. Hammer's going on to the, don't know. Oh, GM gets a virtual, I guess a driver penalty for speeding. I didn't actually see the safety car was ending as Tragic overtakes Ghost here, going into sector 2. As GM does get such an unfortunate drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Benga spins, they're losing all of his front wing, they're so unlucky coming out of the hairpin, the rear end is so slippy. And now Charlie trying to chase down Tragic here. There's already a 1.2 second gap to Infamous now. Infamous top 3 seem to be flying off. Close. Luke is also trying to get this position back on Hoff here. Oh, it's quite far off the track. Oh, braking. So close to hitting the back of him, but gets a good exit. He's going to try and use all his ERS here. There's a lot of movement in the field as Alexander spins in a wall. He's fine. He's going to try to rejoin the track safely, unlike it's only KG. Moving back to the front. Luca wants to get this position back. It looks like he's going to do so. As fast as lap goes all the way through. Both using ERS, yeah. Yeah, ERS has been both used by both there with no DRS enabled yet. As we look down the field, about 1 second gaps between all the cars here. Closest pack we have is Funk's Belém, who's gone up 6 places there. Phenomenal start for them here. And then Gobert, who's 6/10 off double here, but double is 4 seconds off Dark Nova, who's trying to catch everyone up here. Charlie has a time penalty. I'm pretty sure that's for a collision under safety car. Finn has a time penalty for speeding into the pit lane, and Infamous obviously has a time penalty. As while watching Infamous, you can see the battle from Luca, and Luca overtakes Hoff, not really putting up a defense there, all the way on one side of the track, hoping for him not to get the slipstream, but he was just too fast. I think that corner entry really screwed up Hoff there, as Infamous is right on his tail now. Yellow flag sector 1 as BV Boldy is spun. I know from when he's going to need to pit there. As Goberry's close on double here, going onto the straight. Luca goes fastest. Infamous pits here on lap 3. I'm assuming he's going to go onto the mediums. I'm going to change it to mediums to see what everyone's tyres are. Yeah, double on the mediums, getting overtaken by Goberry on the softs here. A lot of soft compound tyres pitting here. Side by side is the front 2, as I've missed that as they go into that corner. The switchback from Luke is perfect. As they both come down into the first hairpin. Turns 8 as they go up to turn 9 now. Oh, an 8/10 gap there between them both now. And Alexander seems to have no. 5 seconds time penalty for Bengals spinning into the pit lane. Funks has to rejoin the track safely, unlike it's only KG. Charlie now on the back of Ghost here. No DRS for Ghost. As we can see, no, Luca spins, giving Jeans Hoff that P1. Turn around with no from him. That's so unfortunate. Hopefully Goberry can stay out because he needs his teammate needs to be able to pit here. That's so unfortunate. So that moves Charlie and Tragic Ghost into the podium positions now. As it looks like Charlie's pitting on lap 5. Has to slow right down to avoid getting a penalty. So Hoff now leading this race. Goberry goes up to P4 by staying out. We look at a 5 second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane, which is so unfortunate for him after breaking his front wing. Infamous down in P9. I kind of don't know if I saw what happened to him. And right on the back of him is Gold, who's also he's P8 now on the medium tyres, pit lap 3. The pit window, quite a large pit window here, it seems. So yeah, about 2 second gaps between all drivers right now. As we go into lap 5, the best battle we saw was obviously for the front 2, which is very unfortunate seeing Lucas spin like that. After setting a mega pole time, now with a 5 second time penalty on mediums running in P11. Hoff, I'm assuming, will pit this lap as he seems to be. He has a big gap to Tragic, so I don't think the undercut is possible. Gold goes into the wall there. Didn't see that was quick. A quick veer to the right, losing it. It goes into the wall. He's going to have to pit now again after pitting for that medium. I think he's going to have to go on the hards and hope for a safety car here. So he'll be pitting. Really looking with another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. 8-second time penalty for him, which is going to be so demoralising. But he has to stay in this race. Hopefully he gets some points here. As the leader stays out, not pitting. Ghost still out. So is Dark and others. But also getting time penalty going into the pit lane is Gold. Who's going to put onto the hard tyres, I'm assuming. Nope, new mediums. Luca gets a position off that. Let's go down to him. So then obviously a big 40-second gap to Gold and Funkers here. As the top 4 all on soft tyres, but the 2 medium runners of Alexander, who had a whopping, I've just realised Alexander, who started last place. Consistent driving from him. He's made up 10 places here in 6 laps. He's double and Alexander in great positions now with the alternative strategy here if they can make this work. As Finn gets 10-second time penalty for a scene track limits. That must have been a big cut from Finn. Where is Finn? Right at the bottom, unfortunately. Or where was that? Must have been, don't know. As there's a lot of pits now. As Alexander overtakes double before the corner, that was a good move. Into pitch does come half here. He comes out behind. Same as Tragic? No, but behind G Infamous and in front of Tragic. Oh my god, I can't say his name. But double here has lost the place to Alexander. Alexander's third with the alternative strategy on these mediums here. This is like a fantastic race as Finn DNFs in the pits. Time for him on track. We're fortunate, would have gone onto the hard tyres. A big time gaps here to all the drivers. So now I think we're just looking at the top 4. I think Robert's going to pit this lap. So I think, yeah, he's going to pit this lap. Is Goldberry going to pit this lap? I'm assuming he will. He decides to go in, so that will give Alexander P1 on the alternative strategy, as well as double P2 on the alternative strategy, and G Infamous P5, who comes into pit for the medium tyre. Oh, double and Alexander in a great position now on the alternative strategy if they're going to go softs or medium next here. Got a bit of a fan in chat as Gold has DNF'd on the fast right-hander. We'll see if we can see it. Yes, that's on track directly on the racing line. Yes, that was a good call for a safety car there. So that if Double and Alexander were to pit now, I think this would be the time, I think, to do so. They can stay out for their 16 laps, but unfortunately this does kill their alternative strategy. And I think it's good for Hammer, who might want to pit again. Apart from that, I think everyone has already pitted, so... Yes, well it's going to, obviously, we'll get much closer racing now. As BB Boldy goes past the unfortunate start for him. Spun out, collided with Charlie. Or was it Finn? One of them. As Alexander chooses to go into the pits. That's probably the right choice. And Double also into the pits now. Very slow in the pits, make sure to get no time penalties. It's Hoff in the perfect position now for this race again. One lap hold medium tyres with a safety car. Where will Double and Alexander come out now? Double good pits onto the hards. Alexander pits onto the mediums again. He'll have to pit again. So it looks like Double is going for the one stop here with a hard, and Alexander's going to pit again onto the softs later on. As there's a lot of cars. Personally, with the comment there saying Double in that P2, Double's in a perfect position in P2 there. Unfortunately, safety car did come from a spin from Gold there. It's just a bit of unfortunate luck there, because that alternative strategy would have been so powerful for Double and Alexander. We were looking at a fight between those two, I think, if the safety car never came. But he's coming for the one stop here. So hopefully if he can keep it with the pack, keeps in DRS from Grosberry or anyone who's in front of him on these hard tyres, I think he still has a very good chance with a one stop. And obviously Alexander here, who managed to get in front of Grosberry just now. He will have to, who's also on the alternative strategy, will have to pit again going on to the softs later on this race. I think it puts Double in a better position if there's another safety car after this one, around lap if there's a safety car at lap 17, let's say, it'd be better for him to go onto the mediums, because I'll put him in a perfect position with a spare set of mediums and to finish the race on. But obviously it's any safety car past lap 20, I think the softs are the better call. So just waiting for the rest of the grid to get bunched up now. BB Boldy having to catch up with Bengus behind him. Luckily, Luca is still in the race after spinning where Gold had DNF'd this as he leaves the session. Very unfortunate from him. He was such a good qualifying. He was in such a good position after the pits, but what can you do? Will change. I was just trying to get not allowed data. Yes, okay, there was penalties. Just the 8-second time penalty now for Luca, who obviously cannot get that taken off. I think for speeding into the pit lane can't be taken off, and nor can track limits. It's 8 seconds for him. Very unfortunate. But he's a very fast driver, so we'll see if he can get past Double or Grosberry and even Alexander. But his tyres are going to be on 5 lap holds. As the safety car still is not in. We'll be in, I'm assuming, the end of next lap. Billy is not my lover. Honestly, do sometimes forget I'm on a stream in these sort of positions, so I just have to look at my phone. Might as well have a look at the championship standings while I'm at it and not singing. So let's have a look at the standings. I think it is still being led by the one, the only Hoff here, yes, obviously, and Alexander here is a reserve driver, but he does drive the apparent, in quotations, a Lotus car. Oh, as I did just see there, safety car is in this lap, so it is racing. Infamous in P3 in the standings. 5 time penalty for Charlie for colliding with Infamous there. As safety car restart gets very good for Luca. Perfect for him. He's overtaken 3 cars back into P3. Nothing is stopping this man after his crash. Perfect braking, I think. Oh no, Roberts is very close to him. Oh, that's no, that is so unfortunate for Luca there. Roberts has just turned in on him, not gave him any space. No, no, no! Aye, 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 aye. The Ferrari has crashed again, preying on another safety car here. As I get back to looking at Funkers and Baldy here. Baldy spinning it almost into the path of Roberts there. It's just a collision with Luca there. Bellamy gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. As Hammer's going to have a look on this straight, I'm assuming. Trying to look for who's closest. It is Bellamy here. Yes, we have no jug, unfortunately, saying that yeah, obviously maybe he didn't see it, maybe he thought he had already made the pass, but it's just unfortunate to see as another Alpine goes off. No, it's Bellamy, no, it's not an Alpine. Oh, Bellamy from the good qualifying, unfortunately now doing donuts for us re-enters the track as the stricken Luca will come past us now there. Man once on pole, now 2-time wing loser. So I think Bellamy doesn't realise it's not his fight here. As Groberry gets past side by side into the braking zone for these two. As the gap between the leaders is still 6 tenths there. Tragic showing his pace against Hoff. Didn't have the best not having the best of quali here, but still having a very good race as he obviously sat in P2. As Luca goes into the pits. So top 3 in DRS of each other. Charlie just out of the DRS, but it's okay because Infamous doesn't have DRS behind, but is very looking to get into that DRS. Hammer wants to make the move on double, I'm assuming, here with 8 tenths. Now he has DRS. Oh, both going wide. Oh, so is another car, BB Boldy, I think. As the gap between Roberts and Funk's there, as both teammates gets past DRS this lap, I just realised. And then we go jump back to the front as Alexander wants to get past his teammate. 4 attempts for these guys. Can he do it on this straight here? 4 tenths. As the teammates get past each other again on the straight, the Alpines. It's a side by side again now, going into turns 4. And I think Funkers pulls ahead. Yes, he does. Couldn't see from the angle. As we jump back on board with Alexander here. Still 4 tenths off his teammate, going to the harsh braking zone of turn 10. Good exit from him. What he better to do is Hammer does get past double in the turn 8 hairpin, as double very close on the back of him. Doesn't get any damage. Oh, battle for P1 here. Very close. 9 tenths separate these cars. Oh, his teammate, as Alexander goes into the back, spins off. No. Spins hit after hitting the back of his teammate. Can't reverse. Does obviously get out of the way in time. That's so unlucky for Alexander. But I guess now Tragic has just got to catch Alexander, which he's doing now on the main straight here. I think we're really far wide, battling behind them as well. Infamous gets past Charlie, and Tragic gets in front of Hoff here to take the lead on lap 14. Amy gets another 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. And also Funk is now trying to get in front of BV Boldy after BV Boldy's managed to split up the teammates. His red light is flashing, so can Funkers get past here? As Alexander goes into the pits, he'll be joining Luca. The two pit stoppers. As the closest car on track is still Funkers on BV Boldy. Hoff trying to catch Tragic. Could this be a win for Tragic? Starting on the softs here, so he can pit again if he chooses with a soft, medium, soft strategy. Or could go medium again. It depends on safety car and these coming laps. As BB Body's red light is flashing, and Funkers has around 75% ERS there. So he's going to use it on this straight. He's going to use it on the home straight. Look at the ERS difference there. Around 60 ERS difference. He's got to make the pass now. Even in front, his teammates' light is blinking. Can he make a pass? Going to go on the inside. I think, yeah, he's going to make it well before the corner. Dark, very late braking zone from Double. Let's Dark here get the run and DRS. Can he make the pass into turn 4? Will he try dive it? No, he doesn't. BB Boldy's now wanting to get back off Funkers for that. Goes a little bit off track. Losing time penalty for Robert. No. As Double goes, comes back onto the track really aggressively there, which is probably not the best. I'll say that's a Kingsley Green moment right there. It's only KG in Division 2 coming back onto the track really unsafely. As Hoff now wants to get back at Tragic for stealing his P1 on lap 14. Can he do it going on to lap 16 now? Obviously Hoff winning the race in Great Britain, if I do remember. As he's now diving on the inside, Hoff on Tragic makes the move work, but the switchback from Tragic as a side by side into turn 2. And the switchback was perfect for Tragic. He's getting about 3 attempts. But now BB Boldy wants to come. No, Robert Pitts. Never mind. He doesn't make the overtake. But now the top 4 here, separated by less than 1.4 seconds, is obviously Robert Pitts onto the new medium tyre. No, hard tyres. He does. As you can see, the top 4 cars there, all in one shot. See him catch that again. There we go. All 4 cars going into the braking zone of the top 4 here. So you see them all exit as well. All trying to get the DRS. To have a quick bit of watch the racing without any of the fits on the side here. As all 4 cars so close, I think there's going to be fighting for position here on the straight, depending on. But we did see there that James Hoff, his ERS seems to be on the blink. There's the Ferrari trailing behind as well. Both cars blinking for ERS. As Hoff now on the inside, he goes down the inside with the switchback. Can the switchback be pulled off again from Tragic? Side by side, no. Hoff keeps the position here. As the Haas stays the same place as before. G Infamous still 3rd, Charlie still 4th, Goberry still 5th. As now Tragic is still really close on Hoff through the 2nd sector. 5 for P1 here. Obviously unlucky with Charlie's 5-second time penalty, preying on the ones in front of him to get time penalties. as now the still top four is the closest on track. I did see BB Boldy get into the 1 seconds of Hammer there, but I think he's made a mistake and he's dropped quite far off there. We'll check the ERS of the cars. Top four. As no, we watch. Oh, it's a tragic crash for Tragic here, leading the race. Well, in P2 after Hoff has just overtaken him. Turns turn 14 claims another victim now. As it's Reluca, then Gold, then Finn, all taking huge hits to turns 14 now, which is so unfortunate because it was a four-way battle for P1 until he spins, but it could just be a strategy for him now as he's going to put onto the new mediums, I think. Yep, there's his team. Going on to the new medium tyre. Obviously changing the wing. So unfortunate, so unfortunate while I was concentrating on the Haas behind to see how much ERS he had. But it's just it's so tragic. And no pun intended, but it's so unfortunate for him. That was going to be a podium race for him. Like a great podium race. As I think we're getting word from the Division 3 driver, no judge, no problem, saying that curb is mad. As I think he may have DNF from that curve in Division 3, as that's why he's watching. I was just praising him at the start, but obviously he's crashed out, so it's a bit unfortunate. On the inside goes Charlie on that corner, unless he's just under brakes and he's almost gone to the back of GMFMS. As GMFMS is now almost a second off. Hopefully he's going to want to keep DRS, but ERS is still really low. He gets the DRS, so it's very lucky. Four attempts between these two now. Now it was Hoff trying to defend Reluca. Then no, it was Reluca defending Gene Hoff from the start, and then I'll tell you the story after. GMFMS is going to make the pass for another race leader now. It's gone from Alexander to leading the race. GMFMS, Hoff and Reluca all leading the race here. As BV Boldy pits. As it's another race leader. Our fourth one of tonight. As Bengus gets past Funk's in, turns 4. We'll watch these two as they head down to turn 10. We've got a few more corners before turn 10. As no, but he's managed to, he got so lucky with that. Bengus has been extremely fortunate to crash into the wall with his back end, bouncing him back onto the track just behind Funks. No damage it seems now, which is so lucky for him. And now he's going to be on the aggression here, so you might see the overtake with about 50% ERS. As no, Hoff spins. Oh, turn 14 taking another victim here, and it was our race leader for most of it. Hoff now makes the safety car. GMFMS now leading. It's taking so many people with it. Now Reluca's race is saved and Tragic's race is saved. But one person's race, I think it's going to be very exciting, is Alexander. But I think he's pitted. He's on the softs. I didn't know that. He's on the softs. So here now, I think he's already used the medium tyres. So he's either going to go into the hards, because he can't finish the race on these softs, otherwise they're going to be dead. I would advise him to pit onto the barely used medium tyres. Any medium tyres that he's got would last longer, and he does go into the pits, following my epic advice. So does Go Barry coming out of the pits. No. These guys pit? No. Oh no, they did pit. They did pit. Sorry, I didn't see. Funk's also pitting. Benger's pitting. Amy pitting. BV Boldy staying out. Dark staying out as they pitted the lap beforehand here onto the soft tyres. Their race is going to be good. Bengus and Funk's here on the soft tyres. Alexander also good. Reluca here. Maybe he can get some points here going onto the soft compound tyres. Amy Bell gets a 3-second time penalty under safety car for multiple track limits infringements. As Luke is now multitasking as he comes out of the pits, texting us, telling him let's go. His race is now revived on the medium tyres. But I think here, I don't want to jinx him, I really don't. But can it be G-Infamous finishing P1, his first race win if I'm not mistaken here, after the win getting taken away from him in Azerbaijan by the only D1 X50, and also coming P2 in in the British Grand Prix, and then coming P3 in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in Division 5. This man is looking for a win so desperately, and I think his time has come now on the soft tyres, as Charlie and Gobert are going to have to chase him on the new mediums. The only person I really see posing a threat is the car behind from Charlie, as the time penalty is now taken off for Charlie, but still a fast driver, as now we're waiting for Luca to catch up. So the safety car will be in this lap now. Bellamy gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane, so the safety car may start a little bit longer. No, I think Amy should catch up before getting to the end of Sector 3. So I think it will be fine. Dropped my controller and my headset came untouched. Sorry about that. So yeah, so the grid is here now. Don't want to save. I think G-Infamous is in the position to win now. Yeah. I'll be very surprised if they don't. If he doesn't, I mean. But always there's that turn 14 and 13 to look out for. Actually, safety cars in this lap. What's looking very bad though is Dark Nobert's race here, as he's on the hards, full up old hards, with behind him two soft runners that haven't completed a lap yet. So safety car now. It's the first safety car restart for G-Infamous, as he slows right down and shoots off. They get a good start, as Charlie, no one seems to be getting that great of a start. Everyone's staying behind each other. Luca's already made up 2 places though, as having to barely avoid. He gets a 3-second time penalty for that warning, as many cars are spinning from turn 1. Gobert very close on back of Charlie, but no, that's petered out. Oh, Bengus goes into the hard tyre runner. Funks slips in front of him. Tragic loses a place to Hammer on the mediums. Oh, is he going to try to fight back now? This is very close here between these guys. A lot of different tyre compounds in there. The acceleration out of this corner won't be the best from Noberts there on the hards. Makes it work. Yes, G-Infamous already got a second on the cars now. Closest car, Bellamy's overtaken as the Rebel Bengis managed to stay out the wall there. Enters the track safely, unlike its KG in Division 2. Rui Luca now. P10. He's already made it 3 places for the safety car. He's gonna chase after Funks and Alexander here. As he stays behind us, there's a lot of mayhem in front of him. As he actually gets past her, Funks there was not expecting that. As now Reluca wants to go on the inside of Nobbers here on the hard tyres. As your pole sitter, Reluca now into 8th. The safety car saving him now, putting in all the stops now, trying to get as high as he can. And then Alexander's now so close in the back of BV Boldy here as he's on the softs. A phenomenal exit from Alexander. Now he's going to be chasing BV Boldy. Oh, so close. He's going to make a move in this corner. No, backs out with a turn 14 dive. But behind them, Reluca again overtaken. It's tragic here. There's 4 here. 3 wide. Going into the last turn. As slipping past one, Reluca's going to try. Joining in is Funks there. Oh, they're so close. So that's tragic now getting past his teammate. I think, is that BB Boldy? No, he got past BB Boldy. Reluca's now getting past. No, he's not. There's 6 cars here now. Bellamy on the inside of Funks here. No, Bellamy on the inside of Reluca makes the overtake, but unfortunately goes a lot off track. Reluca being hit off track there by Amy. Seems to lose 2 places there. This is definitely close to battle as Bellamy spins into the wall. Going flying out there, manages to keep it from DNFing. That's now Reluca needs to catch a second to the Funks and BB Boldy here. A second between all these cars, and I'm happy to say your most likely race winner here, G Infamous, now 5 seconds in front of everyone on these soft compounded tyres. He's been playing the waiting game, and it's paid off by going on the softs under safety car. And we'll go back to BB Boldy because it's where the action is here. As Funks is on the inside, nope. But he's definitely going to be on A side here, as we can see BB Boldy's red light flashing. Funks going on the outside, no, inside here. And he gets past BB Boldy before there's yellow flags as Bengus falls victim yet again to turn 14. As Reluca's now side by side. Can he make double overtake on this straight here? Get past BB Boldy and Funkers? No, just gets past Funkers. BB Boldy is his next target here. Super quick, super quick. Only took him 1 lap to get past 2 cars. As mid sneeze, Bengus gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Good Barry's caught up to Hammer on mediums. Now Relay Luca trying to catch BB Boldy. 4 laps left in this race here. Where will he make the overtake? That's what we're all asking now. But he needs to close 5 seconds to Alexander after passing BV, and he only has 4 laps to do so. But can he do it? Oh, as it goes a bit wide there, but he does have a 3-second. I'll remind you, he does have a 6-second time penalty here. So I think the best he's going to finish is. We'll have to see at the end of the race. as he's gonna try and get past BV Boldy on the straight here. And he's going on the inside. Can he do it before the corner? I think he's done it before the corner. He has. Can BV Boldy get the switch back? No, but behind, Funks wants to get in on it. As now Funks is going to try. But he can't. I'm going to pull that back up just to see all the times. Go Barry catching Hammer though. Behind him, Alexander's caught him on the softs. I think lap 9 is when the softs, or lap 8 or lap 7 is when the softs start really falling off. But I think GFM has that much of a lead that he ain't really worrying about that now. But Alexander might be, as he's gonna try and get past Barry here on this straight or the next, as he's only within 2/10. As he's trying now, not going to go on the inside. 3-second time penalty to Hammer, so that's going to give the place almost to Barry, and Alexander's going to see that and want to push now. As Alexander's on the inside of Barry, both fighting to get to the apex, but Barry seems to get more traction. No, but zooming past on the outside, it is Alexander there. As now he's going to fight after Hammer to try and get that final podium position from penalties here. As we go to Funks, who's 2/10 off BV Boldy. Really Luca now trying to catch his teammate, but it's very tough here to catch 6 seconds. As Hammer's DNF'd. Oh, you can see his car there to the right in the wall. No, so unfortunate. So Alexander gets the 3rd podium position. Really Luca moved up to 5th. So unfortunate, and I don't think that's going to be a safety car. It's too late into the race. That's so unfortunate for Hammer having a poor qualifying. It just looks like turn 7, the exit of turn 7, that curb has just caught him. So unfortunate there. But now with the racing, now the closest racing being between Tragic and Dark Nobber here. 4/10. Nobber on the hards, Tragic on the mediums. Once leading the race, Ghostly. But now he's getting dived. Nope, not getting dived on. But I think he's going to soon be getting overtaken. Benga's yet to pass his teammate. Yeah, there we go. Passing his teammate now, but can Tragic stay ahead? I was going to the left. No, he doesn't. Defend is fine, and he takes the lock curve there. Does Norbert, and I think Ghosty's going to get the first, and he does keep it. And now another straight. No ERS though for Norbert here. He takes some curve there, but I think that's fine. So yeah, they're still to 2 closest on track now. Jim soft start to fall off there. It's about, look, you can see there, look, 4 seconds. I think he made a bit of a mistake there. 3 seconds to Charlie and G Infamous now, as he's going to come across the line and set start to the last lap of the race. These two still the closest on track. Dognomic gets a 3-second time penalty there for exceeding tag limits. We'll check the penalties. Almost goes into the back of Tragic there. We'll look at penalty 17-second time penalty for Amy. As yes. Still very close. Goes to the inside. Does Tragic try to defend his position? That's a good move, I think. But the switchback from Norbert, can he go around the outside on the hard? He can. But fighting back now is the Mercedes with no DRS. But can he do it? It's trying to stick around the outside. Or they're still side by side going into turns 6 and 7. We're taking a lot of curb. Does Norbert there? But I think Norbert gets in front. Norbert stays in front, makes the move on Tragic, even if the place is going to be given back to penalties. But that's fine. So you might as well watch your leader, G Infamous, the Bahrain race winner of Division 4. No, Division 6. Race 4. Watch him cross the line as he wiggles the line. P1 for G Infamous, his first race win, I think, not sure. Again, another podium for the Haas driver. Brilliant display there. Hectic race. Many leaders. Good to see Charlie, who had a brilliant qualifying and a brilliant race to finish P2 for Aston Martin. And Alexander to come third with a brilliant alternative strategy in the first half of the race. The safety car kind of altering that, but still managing to close out to get that final podium spot. Goberi just missing out. Poor qualifying maybe from him, but a great race. Bunker's making up a lot of position from where he qualified. Unlucky is the only thing that can be said from Relay Luca. Fastest man on track in qualifying, falling victim to turns 14, and then falling victim to some of other cars' antics, some other drivers, but finished P6. So not the worst result for him, but he would have liked the race win, I'm assuming. And still to finish, Bengus as he crosses the line there. So yes, G Infamous P1, P2, going to Charlie, a brilliant P2 from him, and to the driver of the day getting P3, Alexander. Brilliant race, as you can see them now coming to the podium. As the Brazilian getting his first race win, I'm pretty sure, in DTR, but I'm not sure. Charlie getting a good podium, and Alexander also getting a good podium for phenomenal drives there. Do want to pay our respects to Hoff though. Hoff, Reluca and Gold, almost the top 4 they were, the top 3, absolutely rapid they were, but both Hoff and Gold DNFing, falling victim to turns 14, as a lot of cars did, as Bellamy, as Bengus managing to use every set of tyres he had available here. Very cool to see. Hoff only using 2, but he did DNF, my bad. But yeah, that's a good race from everyone. G Infamous going to take the win. And Alexander from P16 from last place coming to third with 3 stops. That's phenomenal for him. Phenomenal. Brilliant. So that is it for Division 6. You can join us next Thursday. I'll most likely still be here. Or you can join us on the Monday for F2 races. And you can even take part in the F2 races, because we have a ton of spare seats for people to fill. So if you do feel like racing in F2, or even Division 5, which is on the Tuesday afterwards, we'd love to see you come down. So please subscribe, go to the website dtrracing.com, sign yourself up if you want to race in the league. You know, just sign up. So that's the all from me here, and I'll see you on Monday as I am commentating the F2 race. So yeah.